damn it.
Well, hello there. I'm writer Mark Wooden, sci-fi wire fan creator and author of the Shadow Dance action urban fantasy saga. Welcome to the Thoughts from the Shed podcast. Do you create stories? Learn how to hook your audience and take them on an emotional ride. Not a creator? Learn why the story sucked you in, or why the story just sucked. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination, minus children dying horrible deaths in a chocolate factory. Warning, the following is not safe for work. At all. You've been warned. Talking about The Godfather Part 3 was a passion project of mine. I covered the big stuff in the main episode, but there's so much more I'd like to cover. I mean, it's a Francis Ford Coppola movie. There are so many layers to this onion, I could do an entire podcast on just this movie. For this bonus episode, I'm going to throw down on some other bits I wanted to talk about. Like to hear it? Here it go. The Godfather Part 3 was pretty much a cash grab from all sides, despite Coppola and Godfather author Mario Puzo making it something more. They managed to gather most of the players from the first and second movies, both in front of and behind the camera. Unfortunately, Robert Duvall couldn't be bought. This left out Tom Hagen, the Corleone family's adopted son and consigliere. Duvall had this to say about it.
Why didn't you do Godfather 3?
Well, I think everybody did it for money. I mean, why wait 15 years to do a sequel or whatever you call the third one? You know, and they waited that long, so obviously it must be for money, because why wait that long? So when there have been a lot of stories, and what I've told certain people, here's the real deal. This is the way it happened. If they offer somebody 5 times what they offer me, that's totally unacceptable. If they offered them 2 to 3 times more, which they didn't, that would be acceptable but not ideal, but I would accept it. But they didn't do that. If they offer 5 times, then that's unacceptable, and that's what happened. So it did boil down to economics.
On the commentary for Godfather 3, Coppola said Duvall's absence was like missing a family member, both literally and figuratively. Hagen would have played the role that George Hamilton played, bringing the Vatican deal to Michael as a means to legitimize the Corleone family. Their history as brothers would add a layer to the dealings. But it was not to be. Something that threw me was George Hamilton in a film as serious as The Godfather. I knew the dude from Zorro, the Gay Blade, and Love at First Bite.
George Hamilton. And George Hamilton as Zorro!
It's like when Eddie Murphy did his first music album. Here he is being all serious, and here we are waiting for the comedian to fart or something. Oh well. Hamilton did what he had to do, so Let's talk about Andy Garcia kicking that ass as Vincent. Damn shame they didn't do a 4th part. Coppola said the 4th film would follow the format of Part 2, with parallel stories of Vincent as the Don in the 80s and his father Sonny back in the 30s, solidifying the Corleone's power. Also, shout out for casting a Hispanic dude as an Italian. Revenge for Scarface, bitches! Since we're talking about Vincent, we have to address the elephant in the room. Michael is his uncle. Mary is his first cousin. Vincent is a cousin fucker. It's a little bit hillbilly for me, but porn sites have entire categories of this stuff, so maybe it's not too far out of the realm? Or maybe it's just white people shit. Thanks for watching this quick bonus episode, or thanks for listening if you're on the podcast. I've got a new episode coming up next week. Subscribe to the Thoughts from the Shed podcast on YouTube, or subscribe on your favorite podcast app. See you soon.